Hey, welcome back to the Shin-Gahn-Do. Tonight we're going to do the anatomy of blocking. We're going to kind of get into some concepts and ideas of blocking. The Webster Dictionary states blocking is to impede a forward motion or movement, to stop something from continuing its motion. So what I'm going to show tonight is most of what martial artists do, that they call blocking, is not blocking at all. Blocking is the boxing type blocks. Why? Because it actually impedes the attack. So if I attack him and he does boxing blocks, see how he's stopping my punch? He's stopping it. No matter what I do, he's stopping my punch. Okay, he's not redirecting my punch. So that is blocking. When a karate man does a hard block, right, he isn't actually blocking it, because the very first concept of blocking is to move the body. So if this man punches at me, right, that's the first move bati. Okay, that's the first concept of blocking, as they call it. As you're seeing, I'm not stopping or impeding his movement. Okay, now if I were to block, he punched, right, I still didn't stop it. I redirected that attack. Now if I stay in front of him and he punches, I still am redirecting his attack. Why is that? Now, don't punch hard, just punch through. Because if I just blocked to stop the impedance of his movement, he's going to strike me. So, the first thing in the concept of when hard blocking is body moves first. Whenever you do any type of blocking, body moves first. Head moves first. Everything moves first. Everything else is in case you miss that movement. This is just a double check, especially in hard style. Now, they say, okay, if he does a hook on you and you do a block like this, there, that's a block, an outward hard block. I stop his movement. So if it's coming in from the angle and you stop that angle, you're blocking. If it's coming in straight and you stop it, and you're going to get hit if you just stand there. So your movement and your hand direction is actually creates a concept of angling, redirection. So we don't consider it blocking. We only consider blocking stopping the attack. Okay? So on hard style, everything is based on power. Striking the person, hitting them. So actually, their block isn't a block anyway, it's an attack. So this man punches, right? I'm attacking that arm. You can hear it, I know you can, that I'm striking the arm. And he's going to let you know it don't feel too good. If I go out and do an outward block and I stand here, watch. Boom. No, that's what I wanted. See what happened? I got hit. And I wanted to show that I got hit. Why? Because I just tried to impede his movement and I didn't continue. So if he hooks again, see that? See how I stopped that? This time what I do, I shifted my body at him slightly, and I hit here, but slid here. Why? This starts the movement of the arm away. This guarantees no travel. Okay? Works well. Okay, inward blocks with karate. Inward block, you definitely want to move. He punches, right? If I wouldn't have moved, it would have been solid. I've given him directions, and as you can tell, not to pull his punch, because I want you to see it works. I don't want this, oh, he's not trying to hit him. Again, we're attacking though. Shake the arm up. We're attacking because the whole concept of good karate blocks is to stun, tap. Okay, so as you see, a lot of the blocking concepts, as they call them, are not really blocking. The one thing to remember about hardstyle karate people, especially good ones, if I'm blocking him, I'm not blocking him just to block him. I'm going to attack him. So if he punches, right, see how I blocked and attacked at the same time? I didn't just block, I blocked and attacked. Okay, it's real important to understand that if you just stand and block, he's going to keep punching. So you don't want to have to sit there and block everything. So if he attacks you, right, it's block and attack at the same time. Okay? So no matter what block you use, you're going to block and attack at the same time. He goes for a hook, right? Boom. Block, attack at the same time. People say, well, he's got that hand there. He does have that hand there. Doesn't matter if he blocks. He blocks, bam, I hit him anyway. If he punches instead, right, I block and hit. Boom. The main thing to remember is I'm making him lean forward to hit me. He's not hitting square. He's not standing square, because street fighters, they don't do that. Why do I want to block a perfect punch when you're not going to get one in the street? That ain't what's going to happen to you. And if you do get in the street, you'll be able to block it pretty easy, because, believe it or not, perfect thrown punches were made to be blocked by perfect blocks. Unperfect punches, no, it don't work that way. Street fighting, totally different. All right. So remember, a block is used to attack, and a block is used to attack. So we're attacking with everything. Whatever I'm doing, I'm attacking. Okay, I'm blocking, attacking. If you notice with this punch here, with this one here, I may draw him in this close to me, right? This close. That makes his punch there, if he decides to punch, shorter. If he decides to punch, it also gives him the ability to do this: strike him, knocking him back. Boom. Reversing him, moving him off. Now, Kung Fu is a little different, and it's according to what style you study and what technique you use. And so we're just going to briefly go over simplicity blocks with Kung Fu, not all the crane and all those. So with Kung Fu, they're almost always thinking passing. Okay, so the guy punches, right? See how I passed, which should have turned into a block. I stab, right? Punch. Could have turned into just about anything. You notice what I did here. If he decides to punch with the other hand, I'm doing this. Boom. Alright, the main thing to remember with Kung Fu is it's a repetition of movement. You're not just going to block. If you block, you're setting him up for something. Otherwise, it's going to be a block, push him aside. If I block inside using Kung Fu, right? Right here, this hand is here because I know he's going to punch, right? If he does, it's a matter of this, look, following up. Now see how right here, I went, struck here from 3 inches away? Okay, people say that's not a lot of power. Well, later on, we're going to demonstrate later on in some of the series that I'm going to show you how to break bricks with a 3-inch strike. 5 boards with a 3-inch strike. So that tells you I can hit him in a floating rib and break his rib with a 3-inch strike. Alright? A lot of Kung Fu works on just parrying and setting him up for him to move. Right? Boom. Break arm. Kick leg. Strike head. Strike head. You're also going to, if he punches, you can do this. Oh, I just slipped the punch. Struck him at the same time. Now, believe it or not, this hand did block. This hand smoothly slid down his arm, redirecting it. This hand was in case I was kind of slow what I was doing. And boom, then pull him, bam. Bam, strike, boom, here. Boom, boom, So, I just wanted to show you my concept and idea of blocking. Blocking has nothing to do with impeding the movement of his body. In fact, a lot of times it's keeping it going. Now, if he's a non-lean-through person, if he's a correct stylist, when he throws a punch, he's going to throw a punch like that. Now, see how he's keeping square? All I got to do is move away from that. He ain't going to lean in. But I can do this, right? I can pull him in. See how I got him leaning now? Bam! As I told you in my last video, break. My first attack is going to be trying to break something. They say, well, what if he's really, really fast? Let's step back a little bit. He's really, really fast. Bam! Broke his leg as soon as he punched. It's easy to fight. No matter what he does to me, right? Boom. See, I saw him start to move. I broke his leg. If you shoot to break this leg every single time you kick, or it's that leg, if you shoot to break that arm, whether you are blocking it, catching it, whatever, you can set up everything else. So, one last thing too. Remember, a lot of Aikido people, their blocks are made to lead. So if he punches, whoa, see how I got him to lean? I moved like this. My next move would be dropping in on his elbow, right, and breaking his elbow and taking him to the ground. It's a good, smooth movement. I keep people's good like this. He throws a hook, right? Stop here, strike. See how I struck him in the neck? Boom, strike him in the neck. If you strike a guy in that artery, he's going to see the stars. Strike him in that artery, then he can move in here, boom, and do something else. So the main thing to remember, make it simple, make it easy. Eyes, here, knees, elbows. And blocking is a way to do it. When you use karate box, be strong, be powerful, try and hurt. When you're using gun fu, be quick, smooth. Follow up with rapid technique. So that's our concept in the anatomy of blocking. You know, that's my way. A lot of people are going to say, ah, rah, 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 this, that, the other. I don't really care. This is how I do it. All right, this is how we do it. And we do it for the street. I don't care about technique looking pretty. I don't care about the effective concepts of this technique. If it works in the street, that's all I care. So thanks, guys. Until next time.